Right out of the gates, we're going out to the phones where Stephen Jones joins you now here on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. And a good afternoon, sir. How the heck are you?
Good afternoon, guys.
Man, how we doing today? How'd you take all that in with the loss to Detroit after so much excitement, but still in it, right? So big picture, how you looking at the rest of the season at this point forward?
Well, like we've taken the whole season, it's got to be 1 week at a time. Obviously, that was a very, a tough one. We felt like we didn't, play to the standard that we expect our guys to play to in all three phases. I think we got to give Detroit a lot of credit. Obviously, that's a tough place to play. Obviously, that's a good team, and we didn't get the job done. As I said, in all three phases, we just didn't play to the standard that we expect our guys to play to. And, there was a lot on the line there, and we didn't get the job done.
Specifically, a lot of people are reacting to George Pickens' performance. Was that a red flag for you guys in any way?
No, that's they obviously had a plan for George. And, the good news is CD was on his way to a career-type day before he had his concussion. And hats off to Flo. He stepped up, Flournoy, and stepped up and, picked up where CD left off. But, we just, you can't be in a game like that and them score touchdowns and us kick field goals. And then, the killer, of course, which we always know is, they had three turnovers and we didn't take the ball away. And on top of that, we gave them too good a field position on special teams. Yeah. And, it just led to the situation that we ended up in. We gave ourselves a chance there at the end, but, when we cut it to 3, but couldn't get the big stop. And unfortunately, we did get the job done. Give a lot of credit to Detroit and Dan Campbell. He had his team ready to go, and we came up short.
You brought up CD, and he truly was unguardable until that scary injury in the end zone. Is there any update on how CD's doing today?
Yeah, I mean, right now we think he's headed in a good direction to be able to, play. But obviously, we'll just take each day at it and see how he continues. But he was making good progress through the evening up until we landed, and we'll see how the day goes today. But we've played 4 games in a short period of time there, and we've got a little break here to get our feet back up under us. And as you said, we just got to, worry about ourselves. And, we still got an opportunity. We're not out of it, but we obviously got a lot of work to do ourselves, and certainly we need a lot of help.
Stephen, what do you think happened to the pass rush as the game went on? It seems like they started out pressuring Goff pretty good and then just started to wane a little bit as the game went on. Was it something that Detroit was doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you got to give Detroit credit for making the adjustments. And, we just didn't get the pressure we needed to. And on a guy like Goff, if you let him sit back there, he's a great passer of the ball, and he's got great weapons. Gibbs obviously showed up big time for him, Williams, and then, of course, St. Brown, playing through an injury. You got to give him a lot of credit too. But, they made the plays, and we moved the ball. We just, when you're kicking field goals and they're scoring touchdowns, that's not a good recipe.
How close was Clowney to being able to play, and how much was his presence missed?
No, I think we missed him. I mean, he's been playing at a high level during our run, and certainly, it was, we hated that he couldn't play, but, I don't think he was going to be able to give us a lot, and we just felt the best thing to do there was not to take a chance on him injuring the thing worse, and, he just wasn't totally comfortable with it.
Stephen, your offensive tackle play probably wasn't where it needed to be last night in that game, though. As you look at Nate Thomas, really good against Kansas City, and then kind of maybe took a step back. Is that just part of being a young guy that every week there's going to be different challenges for him to have to get to a level where, he could be an outstanding player for you?
Well, like you said, he's, if you look at his play time, and, he's certainly just now really starting to play. It's like a a rookie, if you will, that hadn't played a lot, and you're going to have some peaks and valleys. Even players that ultimately end up being great players. The first part of getting your feet wet and going against great players, which certainly Detroit has a really good football team. That's part of the growing pains, and we just gotta work through that, and we still, in spite of kicking a lot of field goals, we still put some good points on the board, but in that particular game, they needed to be touchdowns and not field goals.
Stephen, you mentioned about the field position and stuff like that. Was that maybe one of the most frustrating games you've ever had, with you kicking a field goal or you getting a touchdown and then all of a sudden the ball being on your own or on the Detroit 41 to start a drive?
Yeah, I mean, that's, we got to be better than that. I know Coach Sorensen expects more. I know, of course, Coach Schottenheimer does, and we got to be better than that. You got to give them credit. They got one of the better special teams units in the league, and they certainly played to that level. And, obviously, that's a tough place to play there in Detroit. Their fans are, with Dan there over the past 3 years, they've turned into a really good football team, and they're all out to support them. And, it's a tough environment to play in, but still we've got to overcome those type of things and got to learn to win tough games on the road.
What was your perspective on the decision to give Jake Ferguson that offensive pass interference?
Yeah, I mean, calls. There's calls sometimes that you think, boy, that went our way. Obviously, that one. Everybody has their own opinion as to how calls should have gone. I mean, that was a difficult one for us, but those guys certainly are working to do the very best job they can do. So, in any given game, there's calls that go for you and calls that go against you. We've got to do a better job as a team executing and doing the job that we need to do, so that a call here or there, one way or the other, isn't the difference in a game.
Think Philly keeps the door cracked open for you on Monday night? Jalen Carter out?
I mean, obviously, what we're hoping for, but I'm not. I can't speculate on how that game's going to go. You certainly know who we'll be cheering for.
Well, thanks for making this interesting. The 3-game winning streak going into last night, it's been a lot of fun, and there's still some fun to be had, so appreciate that. Tough breaks there in Detroit, but have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Hey, appreciate being on with you guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
There he goes.